Important disclaimer. This video is created purely for educational purposes. It does not support, glorify, or promote any hateful ideology, group, or individual. The aim is to provide a deep analysis of one of history's darkest chapters, examining how propaganda, fear, and unchecked power led to unimaginable atrocities. You know my name, you know my crimes. They call me evil incarnate. But how does a man become such a thing? Would you recognize the path before it's too late? I was born in Austria. My father's house was built on discipline. Rules, fists, silence. Mistakes earned me his anger. Success brought nothing. So I learned early, control is survival. Either you bend others or you're broken by them. My mother, she was different, gentle, but life took her before I could become anything. And after she died, the world felt colder. I wanted more, to create something beautiful. I moved to Vienna to become an artist, but they rejected me twice. Not good enough, they said. I wandered Vienna's streets, poor, invisible, overlooked, but something else happened there. I saw the city's elites, the bankers, the press, the intellectuals, and noticed many shared something in common, Jewish names. Men thriving while men like me were discarded. I listened to Vienna's politicians, and their words were clear. Blame the outsiders. Blame the Jews. I didn't understand the depth of it yet, but resentment grows quietly, and rejection always needs a target. Then came the war. At last, something I belonged to. The German army. I fought with pride, was wounded, decorated, but when the war ended, they said we were defeated. We hadn't lost on the battlefield. We lost in back rooms, signed papers. Politicians, some Jewish, some socialist, gave our enemies everything. Germany humiliated, punished, stripped bare. And again, the whispers returned that the Jews, the communists, the weak had stabbed us in the back. Our Germany didn't just lose, it collapsed. The streets filled with hunger, riots, shame. Inflation made money worthless. Hope disappeared, and I found my weapon, words. I stood in beer halls and gave them the enemies they already feared. Communists, politicians, Jews. In 1923, I tried to seize Germany by force. The beer hall putsch failed. They threw me in prison. But failure teaches men something. Force wins battles, but laws win empires. Behind bars, I wrote Mein Kampf. I poured every lesson into it. That Germany's survival demanded one pure race. That Jews controlled the banks, the press, communism, capitalism, every force that weakened us. The world didn't listen to my words then, but they would. The economy crashed again. Poverty deepened. And when people are afraid, they'll follow anyone who promises strength. In 1933, they gave me the keys to power, legally, first chancellor. Then, when the Reichstag burned, absolute authority, all within the system. I eliminated opposition, one by one. Unions crushed, parties banned, old allies executed. The night of the long knives silenced even friends. Fear kept them loyal. Control kept me safe. I gave them roads, jobs, armies. Children saluted me. Crowds roared. But behind the cheering, I stripped Jews of citizenship, shattered their windows, burned their synagogues, removed them piece by piece from public life. The world watched and said nothing. Austria fell. Czechoslovakia fell. Britain and France stayed silent. Each step bolder. Each victory convinced me I was untouchable. By then, hate wasn't a speech, it was a system. Trains ran on time, records erased, men, women, children, millions sent to factories of death. It wasn't madness, it was cold, efficient, necessary, so I believed. I turned east, invaded the Soviet Union, believed I could break them, but winter swallowed my armies whole. The Allies advanced. My officers doubted me. I trusted no one. Paranoia replaced pride. Berlin crumbled. My empire vanished. I spent my last days beneath rubble, surrounded by cowards and ghosts, and I ended where I began, alone. History calls me a monster, but monsters are not born. They are made by silence, by desperation, by fear. I rose because the world let me, and the question you must ask, would you recognize me if it happened again? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Past Speaks. Let history speak for itself.